The Bible says the Jews are black. You understand?
A nation of priests.
They ain't gonna never read you that.
But what happened?
They ain't gonna tell you that the Jews are so-called black people.
This book of the law of the Lord is only for Israel.
It's only a matter of time.
Only for us, it was given to us.
Before the remnant of Israel
That's
wakes
our Lord.
up.
That's right. That's our big brother. That's the one that's coming back
we
for
rise.
us. Back for us.
We come from a bloodline of priests, sold into captivity. Father, break these chains off me. Make me free. In time ambition. 2024 AD. Live from the belly of the beast. Babylon. Should we stay? Should we flee? In time's ambition.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we here for another thankful Thursday. All praises to the Most High. Hey, we got Officer Yaden stepping in for Chief Yamed on this evening. He's not feeling too well, so keep him in your prayers. So and him and his household, as usual, keep them in prayers. Keep all of us in prayer, really.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, because hey, we're going through some tough times as Israel in living in Babylon. But before we kick anything off, let's give all praises and honor to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Let's give it all praise and honor to the Father in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And double honors to the elders that rule well in Israel. Right. So tonight it's gonna be a little different than usual. Usually we have like a big long lesson, but we're really going into the preparation for atonement, the things you should be doing to get ready, not only spiritually but physically as well, because there's a lot that goes into it when we're talking about keeping the Day of Atonement to the best of our ability, because it's one of the feast days that we can sort of keep in our captivity, because while we're here in Babylon, we're just practicing the righteous acts. Let's actually bring that out. Let's bring that out in Judges 5 in verse 11. I always want to say 12 for some reason.
Come on.
I'm gonna move that with you. Just to make sure.
Judges 5 and 11.
Con.
This is Judges 5 and verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
Yep, that's what we're talking about. So right now, we in our captivity in the places of drawing water, or we're in servitude, like as in the archers, where we're in a constant war, not just in a physical war, but in a spiritual war. Because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're spiritual. They're spiritual things that are going on. Like you can see in America, there's a lot of divide over this the death of this one man. How Christians are now they're trying to split, like there's white Christians and black Christians, and I just saw a video today where a man in a MAGA hat went down to a HBCU and they just kicked him out. As soon as he started talking, they were like, "Oh heck no!" they had him kicking the dust. Hey, shalom, mama, shalom, sis, shalom. Daughters of Zion in the building. All praises, all praises. That's what we like to see. Ready for the lesson. That's right. Yes, because this lesson, this one we're going over we're just going over the things that'll prepare you for it, going into the Day of Atonement. Because a lot of people just like hey, we just gonna go, all right, it's the Day of Atonement, starting from eating, we can't eat nothing, boom. And then they sitting there miserable the whole time, the whole time.
Yeah, this is
Stomach rumbling,
yeah,
they irritated because of that. Nah, we're gonna lead you into how to prepare your body for that, along with your spirit.
right. This is one of
Shalom,
those feasts.
shalom, sis.
This
Shalom.
is so like this ain't something we just take lightly. This is very serious. So I'm glad we're going into it tonight to show everybody how to be prepared for it.
Kind. Because we have to prepare ourselves, because we're, like you said, like I was saying earlier, we're performing the righteous acts, because these are things we're gonna have to do when we get in the land. So when we have the act of doing these things or memorializing these feast days, it becomes easier to do, because we look forward to it every year. We're like, okay, we know we're gonna have the Day of Atonement. It ain't something new. Like I just opened my Bible. Like, what? We got to do this? Nah, it's something that we telling the people about, and you'll know about, and you know how to prepare yourself for.
Right.
All right. So just to kick start the lesson, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to where it talks about keeping the Day of Atonement. So we're gonna go to Leviticus 23, and I just wanna let's start at Leviticus 23 and 1 and 2. We're just going to do Leviticus 23, 1 and 2.
This is Leviticus chapter 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
So this ain't just something that we decided we just wanted to do. We opened the Bible and like, oh, that sounds cool. The Lord told Moses to say this unto the children of Israel, and us being the children of Israel, this is something that we have to do. It's not something these aren't the feast days of Hezekiah or the trees of righteousness. That this is the feast days of the Lord, Yahweh.
That's right.
These are his feast days. He picked these feast days as the word we have there. Like these are his moedim, his appointed times.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not nothing we chose to do. This is something that our forefathers said they would do.
Yeah. Plus, it's in the law. This is still Leviticus. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. If we say that we're Israelites and we got to keep the law, this is like it's this is what we do. We practice these acts so that we can be what they say, practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta hey, that's a real good one. Okay, practicing the law will make you perfect.
Yeah.
There
Literally.
you go.
Yeah.
Practicing the law will make you perfect.
Right.
Like it's man, it'll make you complete whole with the most high God. Okay, so now we know these are going to be what we're going to be listing in 23. These are all things that are appointed from the Most High God, not just something that Moses thought would be cool to hang out with the people.
Right.
Let's jump. Oh, Shalom, brother, brother Frank, Shalom. Hey, the water for joining us. We're gonna jump to Leviticus 26, and we're gonna read down the Yeah, we're gonna read down to 32. Yeah.
Uh, you want chapter 26?
Oh no, we're staying in the same chapter, Leviticus
Okay.
23, and starting at 26.
Okay. I got
Shalom, brother Khan, Shalom.
you. All right. Verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement.
Mm-hmm.
It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Let's stop right there real quick. It's saying because right now we know we are now in the seventh month. We had trumpets starting at the end of the Sabbath, just recently, and on the seventh day of the Hebrew month, we're gonna have the Day of Atonement. Now, to atone means like that you've done something wrong and you're trying to fix it or correct it, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna pull that up real quick just so I can show you what it means for when it says atonement, because it's we call it Yom Kippur or Kapar, like it's depending on which if you speak in the modern or you're speaking the paleo, it's gonna be Yom Kapar or Yom Kippur, like it's. I'm gonna share the screen real quick. I'm gonna show you what that word Kippur means or Kapar. Can you read that? Or
Um,
can I make it a little bigger?
yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. So this is gonna be H3725 Kippur or Kapar. You have the right here. You have the Ka, the Pa. Oh, it's jumping around. It's a lot. It didn't like that. I got the Ka, the Pa, and the Ra. But we know we cut it short that last one. So it's got Ka Par. So we got Kapar. All right, it means like to cover. It comes from the root word to cover, because that's what we're doing. We're covering for our sins, right?
Right.
That, as it says, it's kofur or kofur, meaning to cover. Is we're
Okay.
gonna go down here like this, and we're gonna go to the Brown Drivers Briggs, and we see where it's used here. It says only in plural, like is, like is you have a sin offering, an atonement, like is, and you see right here where it says Leviticus 23, 27, 28, the day of atonement. That's where you get this word Yom Kafar, Yom. It just wants to keep jumping. It's a lot. You got Yom right there or Yam. So it's just showing you that it's a to atone for something is basically to make an offering for your sins, right? It's gonna be covering that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that quick. Just wanted to bring up some information. I like to share like what I know to the people so that you can have that information as well. So if you have to ever explain it to somebody, you can tell them, oh yeah, this is what it means. To atone for your sins means to make it right, right? You got to make things right between you and the most high God. But as you're reading here in Leviticus 6 and 27, we were supposed to afflict our souls and we were supposed to make an offering by fire unto the Lord. But wait a minute. Like is can we make an offering to the Lord?
Mhm.
Do we have a standing temple?
Nope.
Do we have a standing Levitical priesthood?
Nope. So how do we do this?
Right? We can't keep it in full. We can't keep it in full. That's why we tell people like it's when we keep these when we say we're keeping the feast, we're practicing the righteous acts of the Lord.
Right.
That's what we're doing. I guess because we're currently in our captivity and don't have that freedom to just do. Just like you know what, I'm just gonna go up to the temple. I'm gonna go ahead and give them to the priest. Because what they would do when you have this offering or this atonement, they would have what you would say like the what we call a scapegoat. So the people are more so the priest would take the sins of Israel and he would lay his hand on the sacrifice one of the goats or one of the sheep or I think it's more so a goat, and then they would let one go for the sins of others, and then they would sacrifice one for the atonement of the sins.
Mm, okay.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
And we got we got the branches. They got the the branches.
Man.
Man, but that's what would happen. And the Levitical priests would do this. They would put their hands on it for the sins of Israel, and then it's let one go, and they would sacrifice the other. Like it's, but we can't do that now because we don't have a standing Levitical priesthood or temple, and we definitely can't make sacrifices in a place that the Lord didn't put His name.
Right.
If the Lord didn't say, "This is my place," you just can't do it. Like it says in a place where the Lord will put His name. That's where we got to do our sacrifices. All right. All right. Let's continue in 28.
Verse 28.
Mhm.
And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
Now it says you should do no work. Like you're not supposed to be chilling at your job, like, oh man, I'm gonna sit here at my job today and not eat, right? You're not supposed to be working. But I see the practical. I try to be practical with the scriptures. That we're in our captivity. We don't always have the right to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna like yes. I'm not coming in today. Like yes, I asked for this day off, and you put me on the schedule. Like yes, and you can either. This is what I say you do. I say if you try to get the day off to the best of your ability, so that we can rehearse the righteous acts. But if you can't, for whatever reason, can't have that time off, just try to fast. Just try to fast and try not to do as much work as possible. You don't want to stress yourself out or anything like that. But like I said, we're in our captivity, so we can't always keep it the way that the Lord says it. But He already knew that. Like yes, when we try to keep the feast days and things like that, He knew that we'd be scattered among the nations and that we'd be in servitude to them, and we wouldn't be able to do all these things. But He said, but when you do have the ability to do it, do it. Like I put my time in, I put my time in to get off, right? I put it in. I got the day off. I was gonna get the day before so I could kind of chill and get everything settled, but I was like, you know what? I don't really have the time to take off that many days because we got feast days coming up. So I gotta keep a mindful watch of my time, right?
Right.
Not that it's like it's, but if I have to take time off and I just don't have the day, I'll take a day without pay, for the Lord. But
Right.
but you want to go to the best of your abilities. You want to keep these feast days. Like it's Paul. Paul didn't let nothing stop him. He said, "I must keep the feast."
Right.
So why not you try? Even though we're just practicing, right? Like
Mhm.
it's, but practice makes perfect, literally.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that. Practice makes perfect. So then that's you practicing these things. Then as you pass it down to your family and your brothers, your sisters, um, shoot, maybe you'll be teaching your father and your mother these things. There'll be something that can go forward for centuries, hopefully centuries, like this, until like for many generations. So just like it says, like we'll be doing this for it'll be for our seed and our seed forever.
Right.
You had anything you want to say, Austin?
No, that was good.
Okay. All right. So we know we're not supposed to be doing that working day because it's a day to atone for the sins, right? Go
Right.
ahead to read 29.
Verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
No, that's crazy. Like it said, if you didn't afflict yourself you would be cut off from your people. Remember, mind you, this is when they're going to be in the land. When they get the land, there's no excuses why you couldn't do it. It's not like you're going to have to go into work that day. The whole everybody in the land is fasting. Everybody in the land is atoning for the sins, right?
Right.
So you'll have no excuse. They had no excuses. Our forefathers had no excuses when we were in the land. But now that we're in our captivity because of our disobedience, like is we can still try to practice it. Just think of it though. You want to carry that same severity on your heart that not afflicting yourself, you can get cut off from your people.
Yeah. I think you
Yeah.
should carry that, and because that's going to drive you to do this. Like it's going to drive you to want to keep it, so you're not
Right.
cut off. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
yeah.
You want to keep this to the best of your ability. Like yeah, that's what we told the Most High. The Most High said that you got to keep the commandments to the like it's with all of your strength and all of your might. That means if you can do it, do it.
Yep.
And that's plain and simple right there. Okay, so hold that on your mind. Don't let that weigh on you. That this is something that you could have been cut off from the people, your people. Like just imagine that being excommunicated from your people.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get verse 30.
All right. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
So not only are you cut off, but you destroyed from among the people. Hey, that could be the wrath of the Most High. It could be that it could be almost anything that could come upon you. Could be a plague, could be sickness, could be death. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like that's what the Most High has for those who don't want to keep his feast days.
Yeah.
And that again, if those we read earlier that these are the Most High's feast days, not just our feast days. It ain't something we just decided to do. He gave these to us to do for Allah. Like, shalom, shalom
Yeah.
in the building, in spirit, in spirit. I guess. Hey, let's go ahead and get 31.
Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
I mean, he said forever. Like it's forever is a very long time. Like it's throughout. It's like it's throughout your generations, not just like one or two generations. It said throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Not it like hey, wherever you're living, you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to keep it.
Right.
Like verse 32.
It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and
Hmm.
ye shall afflict your souls. In the ninth day of the month at even,
Hmm.
from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath.
That's so it's showing you when to start it. But like it said that this is gonna be on the 10th day, right?
Right.
In 27, it said on the 10th day of the seventh month. But right here, it's showing you that the ninth day at even is actually the 10th day.
Right.
And it says, from even to even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. So this holy convocation that you're gonna be keeping is gonna be from sunset to sunset. Because you're gonna be afflicting your souls for that time. Now we put that we afflict our souls through fasting, right? That's how we afflict our souls. We kill our flesh and elevate our spirit. That's what we have to do. We have to make sure we're doing these things. Like and that kind of rolls over into the next thing. We got to prepare. not only our minds, because we know this is going on, but we got to prepare our bodies. Like it's because I don't know how often everybody fasts, but fasting can take a toll on you.
Yeah,
Like it's,
especially this, like no food, no water for the whole day,
man,
and
from
yeah,
you when you wake up in the morning
lips dry. And,
crackling, didn't that you just wake up, you want to like, oh, I'm thirsty. You might reach to the bedside, try to get some water. You have to think, oh
yeah,
man, I can't even have this. I'm afflicting my soul.
yeah,
That's when you start to elevate your mind over the needs of your body.
right,
Think about that. That's the war that we have all the time. Like is our spirit wants to do one thing and our flesh wants to do another.
yeah,
We war with our flesh daily. Well, you should like is because hey, I would like sometimes I just want to go. I want to stay in bed all day. But then I was like, it man, I need to get up. I gotta take care of the family. So gotta get out of bed. You push yourself to do these things because you know it's beneficial. The same thing when it comes to the Day of Atonement. This is a benefit. This is something beneficial to you. Like it's fasting is beneficial to you, not only for your mental state, your physical state. Because I don't know if a lot of people know what I always mess up this word esophagy. I think it's how you say it. Esophagy. Basically, what it is a state in which your body starts to cleanse itself. So, like in the time when your body is not taking in food, what it does, it uses the cells that you already have for energy. Use your fat cells. It'll try to cleanse itself. It'll eat the bad cells. That's why they say it's good to for people who have cancer and stuff like that and afflictions to fast, even though they were like, well, I'm not supposed to fast because I got my medicine and I gotta take this daily. But it's been shown studies that doing these kill like it's fasting gets rid of toxins out of your body. It starts the bad cells that are in your body, it'll start to get rid of those are things that physically happen while you're fasting. Like it has so many benefits for not just that, but it'll help with clearing brain fog. Like it's after like within that 24 hours, it's clearing that up because it helps regulate different processes in your body. You're cleaning the cells out. Like it's a spiritual thing in your mind, but it's also in your body.
right. And that's why I don't know
Uh-huh.
if people, well, for the people that have fasted, I don't know if you noticed, but especially like for something like the word, when you're fasting for the word, this becomes your only focus. Like
Hmm.
there is nothing that can really penetrate your mind when you're fasting for the Lord, because you start to get in the word, and you realize like, man, I should probably just start doing this a lot more often because
That's
it's really
right.
beneficial for your mind. So I just wanted to say that.
Oh no, yeah. Hey, that's true.
Yeah,
It's very beneficial.
yeah.
Like
The
if
first,
this is something you should at least be doing. I say at least once a month. You
really,
should be fasting
yeah,
at a minimum.
yeah,
Like it because it don't only get you ready for things to come for like the feast days, but say that something happens and things had to kick off and you ain't never went a day without food.
and
You're gonna lose your mind.
yeah,
You
yeah,
lose your daggone mind. You're gonna be out here kicking in windows and running through Kroger's,
yeah,
stealing cans of food. I don't know, but think like this is a part like we could be like we're in Jacob's troubles, and it's just ramping up. So the next thing you'll know, because they've already like food has got expensive.
yeah,
It's gotten hella expensive. I remember you could go to the grocery store $50 and you can have a full cart. Man, you might get a box of cereal, a pound of meat, maybe 2 pounds of meat, some noodles, few cans. That's it. That's all you have, man. I'm telling you.
Man,
It's getting crazy out here. That's why it's important to discipline your body to just be like, hey, I don't need all of that crap. Like it's to discipline your mind. To be like, you know what? I can like it's the most high. He's my strength. I can do this because the most high has empowered me to do it. Like you say you trust the most high, trust him then. Trust that he'll sustain you.
right.
Didn't Solomon said don't worry about that. He said, Solomon said, not Solomon, Christ said, don't worry about it. He said the birds, they don't reap nor sow, but the Most High, He takes care of them. That's in Matthew 6.
Oh yeah,
Like he said, don't worry about that. He said, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything else will be added unto you.
right.
That's one of my favorite go tos right there. Like when I'm like it's a day of atonement. I'm hungry. Hey, seek ye first the kingdom. Man, let me get up in this word. Like
Yeah,
your mind start to go astray, your stomach start you like feed me. You're like, what did Christ tell Satan? He said, man does not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out the mouth of God.
right.
That's how he fought. He like, man, you can turn these stones into bread. This ain't get behind me. I know these scriptures, man. I'm about to cut you up with these scriptures real quick. He said, let me get a reader. Let me get a reader. he said, man, what was that? Matthew 4 and 4? Matthew 4 and 4. He said, man, does not live by like he live by bread alone, but every word out of the mouth of the Most High.
That's right.
Like that's how we should live.
Yeah,
Because a lot of us, we say we trust the Most High, but we don't really trust Him like we should. Like
right.
we say that He can take care of things, but then we want to try to handle it on our own. Now, I'm not saying to sit on. I'm not saying like sit on your hands, but if you
Yeah,
trust the Most High to do it, trust Him. Say that. Say that you about to lose a job. I'll say that kid. You feel like you about to lose a job. Like Lord, I need this new job, and then you just sit there at your old job, just hoping somebody call you. It don't work like that. You gotta go out there, put your resumes in, boom, 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 and the Most High's like, oh, I found the perfect job for you. They're gonna ring you. With the salary I want, the days off, and the benefits. Bet the Most High done took care of you, but you sitting there worrying. You sitting there like this. Oh, I hope he gets me that. Hope he get me that job. Ah, like this. But you ain't put no work in.
yeah.
You ain't put no work to get it. Like but it's there's a lot to it. There's a lot to this walk. There's a whole lot to this walk that you have to get yourself prepared for. And Day of Atonement is one of those days that helps you realize that too. You had anything, officer?
No, I think you covered it well, man.
Yeah, because this class ain't gonna be it's not gonna be really long. Like
Yeah,
because it's more like I like if y'all had any questions regarding the Day of Atonement, anything that anything you might had questions on, what does it mean? Because I went into what atoning means. Like it's a lot of people like the fast. Like they wanted to, like it's back in the day they used to put dirt on their head and sackcloth. Yeah.
oh wow.
I don't know if you ever had burlap on you. You know them potato sacks?
Yeah.
That's what they used to put on. They used to
Oh,
put on like they have a robe of that on their body.
oh
So they up there itching on the day of time. They like God praying, and then they like dang itching. But
yeah.
they really afflicted their souls. And even those for those who that may fast often, like I like me and the rib, we do intermittent fasting. So like we'll eat for we'll eat for a little while, then we'll stop, and then the next time we eat, I'll be about 16 hours later, right?
Uh,
So we do that. We do that. Like it so it the Day of Atonement isn't super hard for me because I'm kind of used to it. Like, so what I do, I flip my soul by taking something away from myself that I would usually have. Like on the Day of Atonement, I might not have my cell phone be off.
yeah,
You ain't gonna, it's gonna be off. Cause I like yeah, I'll do this every once in a while. Oh,
yeah, and it should be. It should be
start
off.
looking. Like you start looking at it. Like yeah, I want to check Instagram. I want to check Threads. I want to check Facebook. Oh, what's the YouTube and all this? I want to do all these things because I'm so used to it. But I cut myself off from that because I know that's something that's going to help afflict my soul, but it's also going to help me stay focused on the Most High.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For me personally, I throw everything out. It should be four walls and the word.
All right.
These other things are going to distract you. It's going to take your mind off it. So, yeah.
Okay, we got a question here from a mom. Can you gather with other Israelites for the Day of Atonement? I would say yes. You know, because the scripture says it's a holy convocation, as Officer Yaden he read in Leviticus 23:1 and 2. It's a holy convocation. Convocation is a gathering, a set apart gathering. Like is so on the Day of Atonement, yes, you can gather with other Israelites. There's nothing against that. Like is y'all shouldn't be sitting around playing Monopoly up there playing Heads Up. That's one of my favorite games to play when we together. But like is you should be focusing on the Most High. Like is I'm gonna be praying for my like it's praying for the forgiveness of sins for my forefathers. Like it's that got us in this predicament. Praying like it's asking for forgiveness of any iniquity that be found in me, and then praying to keep that away from me. Don't like it's you don't want to give yourself. I want the Most High to give me what's sufficient for me. Nothing that's too much. That was dang. Where is that at? Uh Give me that which is sufficient. What says Proverbs? Let me pull up my Bible. I know it is when I have my Bible. It's always like it's, I don't know what it is. The having a physical Bible is a whole lot better for me.
Yeah.
Like is because I can be like, okay, I know it's in this area on this page at the bottom,
Right.
or I have it highlighted so it sticks out. And because like I don't always remember everything, right? So sometimes I have to be like, you know what, I got to do better. I got to do better at memorizing these things because I'll be trying to memorize everything and it slip my mind.
Yeah.
Like it's let me see. But basically, I'm asking the Most High to give me things that are sufficient for me. Don't give me too much that I be like I don't need the Lord, but don't give me too less or not enough that now that I'm like man Lord why'd you do this and you trying to curse the Lord out because I ain't got nothing. Like it's putting His name to shame. Like it's using His name in vain, saying I believe Him, but not really showing the fruits of the Spirit. Oh, we
Right.
got another one here. Yeah. What can you eat or drink to prepare your body for fasting? That is what we were gonna go into. So that's a perfect question. Perfect question. As we're leading into it, because tomorrow is really gonna be the determining factors of how the rest of your weekend and how you're gonna feel going into the Day of Atonement. So you want to make sure you're staying hydrated, You want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. If you can get fruit juices, like my rib make juices, and we stay with them on deck. Like it. So if you got you a juicer, go ahead juice you some fruits. I'm like it's. I would have said like watermelon or something like that, or some kind of melon, or like it's or cucumber water with a little bit of lemon, um, like things like that. Hold on just for a moment. I'll be right back. It's a lot.
I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, my grandfather come walking by, want to talk for a little bit. I'm like, I'm in the middle of class, but all praise that he 91 years old, and you need me to stop for a moment. I can do that. All right, but yeah, you want to make sure you're hydrated. You don't want to be eating a lot of junk food right beforehand. You don't be thinking that right before like the sun goes down, you're gonna be sitting in a buffet line just eating all this food. Because what it's gonna do is it's gonna get your insulin to spike, and then you're gonna crash. It's gonna crash down, and then you're gonna be even hungrier when you wake up. So you want to eat a sensible dinner. You want to have it well rounded. You want to have you want to have some protein, some vegetables for fiber. You might want a little starch, but you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be like, man, I'm gonna go McDonald's and get two Big Mac meals before I kick this thing off and drink an extra large icy. Nah, you don't want to. You want to ease your body into the fasting phase. You want to have you a nice little meal and keep it consistent over the weekend, and don't try to overindulge. I would definitely say on Sunday, don't try to or Sunday or going into Monday, don't try to have any alcohol because that's gonna dehydrate your body.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You don't want to do that. And those are some things you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from that. You want to stay away from overly sugary drinks, like it's because your body needs more water to flush all that stuff out your system, so it'll dehydrate you as well. Those are a few things you can do. Make sure you're eating sensible. I know a lot of people don't do salads. I ain't gonna tell you go out there eat a salad. You go buy a salad and don't eat it.
Nah.
I ain't gonna tell you do all that. But if you like salad, have your salad. Have you a nice sized salad. Like it's eat you some fruit. Hey, I don't know too many people that don't like fruit. Either it be apples, melons, berries, whatever it be. Like it's make sure you're incorporating those things because they're usually good in they're good for fiber and they're good in water. Like your melons. Then you have your citrus fruits, which are good for maintaining energy. So you want to have those things as well.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Uh, I see that. Can I show the comments? Because I see it says show.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is-
Click on it.
Okay, I thought that was just like a you
No,
thing.
no.
So
No, you can do it.
here's a comment from Brother Caleb. This is a really good question. Also, if anybody that's watching right now has any questions, please put them in the chat. That's what we're here. But this is a really good question. Are you able to rest on the Day of Atonement, or do you have to devote the entire day to studying and prayer? I wanted
Yeah, what do you say? What does thou sayest?
Well, I was going to go back to verse 32 that we were reading, where it says, "It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest."
Mhm.
So I think you can rest, but I definitely think you should be in the Word as well, bro. I don't think you should be asleep the entire day.
Right.
Hey, yeah,
Try to sleep the Day of Atonement off.
don't try to skip it. Don't try to run from it. You know? But
Kind.
yeah, definitely
Yeah.
get in the Word first if you're gonna get some rest in. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Be
think.
falling asleep with your face in the Bible. Or
Yeah,
be sitting there reading and be like, start getting tired. Cause I know after I read like a couple of chapters or so, I start to get a little tired and like take a little
Yeah.
nap, then wake up and jump back into it. Yeah,
Right.
you hit a little prayer, hit the Psalms. I say that's to be a good one to do. Like it's get into the Psalms. Like it start thanking the Most High. Like it's for allowing you to still be here, giving us a mediator, Yahweh Shai, who came down, lived as a man, a man like you and me, did no sin to show you that it can be done. And then he was accepted into the bosom of the Most High, or like they say, Abraham's bosom, or in rest. He went in rest into the heavens to be with the Father, and he can mediate. Like, yeah, that hey, it was tough, man. Satan told me I could turn the stones into bread. I thought about it for a second. And I was like, nah, flesh, you ain't gonna win. You know, it's just stuff like that.
Right.
All right, so that was a real good question.
Yeah.
Real good question. Shalom, shalom, little shalom. Okay. If you sleep, you won't get you won't get hungry. That's what the brother was saying. That's what
Yeah.
officer was saying. Don't be trying to sleep through the whole thing just because you're hungry. Like, man, if I just go to sleep, be like Peter, went to sleep when he hungered. You
Yeah.
know, don't be like that. I guess, hey, if you start to get hungry, focus on the word.
All right.
Just like Officer Yaden was saying, just lock in with the Most High, lock into the scriptures. Again, I don't know how many times I went in the it'd be the Sabbath day, and we'd be sitting there reading the Bible. Next thing you know, it's time to go to camp. Go to camp. We out there. I might have something to drink. Then I get off. Like we done been out there 5 6 hours. I ain't ate nothing all day.
Man.
ain't ate nothing all day. Like it's like 7 hours. Look what like about 12 hours. Ain't had nothing to eat. Get home like oh dang, I didn't eat anything.
Right.
I was locked in and focused on my purpose. So I'm like, hey,
That's right.
teach teach my family, my kids, and then go out and teach the people. It's
That's
just
right.
some like it. So hey, the Most High will take care of you during that time. Like it, don't just be sitting around like man, looking at the clock. Like, okay, 2 hours, 2 more hours, I can eat me something. Man, that's gonna be the slowest 2 hours you ever seen.
Man.
You sitting there trying to watch the clock. Just lock in with the Most High, get in the scriptures, like it's getting the spirit. Make sure that you feeding your soul, like it's during this time. Like it's think about that. All
Right.
right, we got anything else? You see anything else? Any other questions? I might have looked over. Nothing there.
No.
Okay, okay. All right, but like I said, this ain't gonna be a long lesson because this is more of a Q and A. Like it's we're going over what the Day of Atonement is because like we're gonna gather with each other, families gather together. Even if you can't gather with us retreats, hey, get together like it's hey, watch our videos like it's and if you have questions over the videos, like it's put them in the comments and we can answer that. Like it don't just sit around and just like, well, I read my Bible, I read like 2 chapters. Up, go to sleep, wake up, like yeah, oh, the sun's about to set.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I
Please
don't
don't
do
do
that.
that. It would probably look like you're trying to cheat the day or something. Like you're just trying to get through it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not good. So
You think the most high gonna have respect about that?
exactly. Like
Yep. Hey, my sister. Hey, no, that means no chicken for Nisha. That's right. No chicken. Hey, until the sun goes down.
right.
Then you can have some chicken. Now after you've already the day of atonement has come and it's passing, don't try to stuff your face.
Yeah.
Don't you'll make yourself so sick. I don't know how many people I known when I first came into the truth. They're like, "Oh, they're talking about we're gonna stuff their face, made themselves so sick
Oh, man.
because you're putting all that food in your body, just like what I was talking about. Your insulin gonna spike. Your insulin gonna spike. Gonna make you nauseous, and we
Right.
already know what happens when you get nauseous.
That's, yeah.
So, so that's not something smart to do.
Mm,
Have a sensible meal. Like it's if you decide you want to go out somewhere and get something to eat, like it's don't don't let your eyes be bigger than your stomach.
mm,
You're like, oh, I want one. Oh, let me get one of those, two of those. Oh, I definitely need two orders of that. Nah, don't do that. Have a sensible meal. A sensible meal. No, no, we don't. We ain't got to worry about animals. We ain't got to worry about my dog.
uh, uh,
We ain't got to worry about animals. I haven't read anywhere where it said the animals have to fast on the Day of Atonement.
yeah.
So, nah, you just feed your animals.
Right.
And for people that like it, and this is a another stipulation. I'll say for people who have to take medicine, like is take your medicine. I heard a story of a sister who had, I think she had a heart condition, and she did not take her medicine because she was trying to be overly righteous. Like she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna eat." Uh, no, if your body has a ailment or a affliction, take your medicine. The
Yeah.
Most High gave doctors for a reason. That's a whole Bible verse about that. Like it's in the Apocrypha, talking about a physician, like use a physician for his uses. Like it's the Most High gave us physicians. Okay, so if you got to take medicine, you take medicine. You got to have a little water. I'm not saying now that you like, oh, like you got to have some food with your medicine. I'm not saying to go out the Shoney's and have a buffet. Just have your little piece of bread or something that weigh on your stomach, just so you don't make yourself sick trying to take your medicine.
Right.
I don't like I said, that was a sister who had a heart condition. She didn't take her medicine. I don't remember what camp she was in. Like it's really not important what camp she was in, really. But she didn't take her medicine because she was trying because she asked them she asked them like it's on the Day of Atonement, I can't have any water or anything. She didn't specify that she was on special heart medicine, didn't take it. The sister ended up passing away.
Oh, wow.
hmm Sister ended up passing away. Like it's that's why I find it important to say if you have medicine, take your medicine.
Definitely.
The Most High gave us physicians for that reason. Like you take your medicine. The Most High knows what like you can't. It's not like you have a choice to take your medicine. You could like it's if it's do or die, you take your medicine. Like
Right.
it don't try to say I trust the Most High to get me through this day. Doctor said no. Take your medicine. The Most High gave you physicians. Yeah. Like it's hey, we won't have to worry about that when we back in our land and we got them glorified bodies. We ain't gonna have these illnesses. The Most High gonna protect us from that. We ain't gonna
That's,
have to worry about heart diseases or the curses because that's actually a curse. Okay, let's pull that out real quick. Let's go Deuteronomy 28 and it is 61. Deuteronomy, not Deuteronomy 28 and 61.
mm, uh, yeah, I found it. Verse
Mhm.
61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Now, it's saying like it gives you different little plagues, like the plagues that came upon Egypt. Like it tells you, hey, we got different pests, we got a plague, like it's gonna cleave to you, you're gonna have sickness, you're gonna have swelling of the gut, whatever, right? But it says also plagues that aren't listed in this book are gonna be given to you.
Mm,
Like your heart disease, stuff like that. That's a parts of curses. Like it might be a part of our punishment, right? You
Right.
might came into the truth and still have this element as a punishment of our disobedience, but it's not that you should put away the law and be like, nah, I've got like it's the Day of Atonement says I'm not supposed to have it. I can't have it. I'm supposed to be afflict my soul. But afflicting your soul isn't you taking your medicine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not afflicting your soul. That's saving your soul, right?
Yeah. If anything, I don't know
Yeah,
why you would think
your
that.
medicines. Your medicines. You're supposed to take those. Oh, we got something here. It's also be helpful to write a list of various prayers, targets in the weeks leading to the Day of Atonement. Things that could things to repent, examine your heart, areas need for growth, etc. Kind. Very true, very true. You should always be examining yourself. Like this is something you should be doing. This is something you should be doing all the time, regardless if it's a Day of Atonement as
Right.
well. These are things that we should be doing all the time. But I know but particularly you should be doing this for the Day of Atonement. Like we were saying, because you should be, like I said, I was gonna be doing. I'm gonna be praying for. I'm gonna be praying for forgiveness of the sins of my ancestors. Praying for the forgiveness of any offense that I might have came against the Most High. Maybe I had a wrong thought against the children, right? Like the children of the Most High. Maybe I did had like, dang, that brother. I gotta be forgiven for that. I can be wiped. It can be a clean slate.
Yeah. It's almost
That's
like a renewal within your heart.
right.
Like that was a very that was a good comment. You should
Yeah,
definitely be praying for at least something, some sort of forgiveness. That's the whole reason you're doing this anyway. To kind of get, like you said, wipe that slate clean.
that's right.
So yeah.
Yeah, we should be pray for not only pray for yourself, pray for Israel during
Right.
this time because there's a lot of people. I'm pretty sure somebody prayed for me, and they didn't even know they were praying for me. They're like, oh, wake up the sheep, boom, Most High woke me up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you never know how far your prayers go, but as this day is to take away sin, we know that the Most High don't hear sinners. So you can't be in here going into the Day of Atonement being a sinner, and then like it is, and keeping that mind state while you're in there. Like, man, I'm just gonna do this. Like it is, then I'm gonna get back to my dirt after atonement because now my slate's wiped clean. I'm good.
Oh,
and,
man.
and work like that.
Please don't do that. That's foolish.
Yeah. You don't want to do that. But my beloved sister said, just like she said, hey, set targets for examining yourself, repenting, things you need to work on. Those things you should devote yourself to during that time. Now, I'm not saying you got to tell everybody that you're around, like, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. Hey, take it to the Most High. Take it to him in private, because it tells you take your things in private. When you pray to the things in private, Most High will reward thee openly.
Right.
So you want to make sure you're doing those things. And that was a really good comment. Really good comment. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to think of anything else we might want to touch on. It's because we're gonna gather. We're gonna gather with our families if we can. Oh, we got a question. Ooh, consequences of fasting and caressing. And let's pull that up. What are the consequences of fasting incorrectly in the wrong mindset? That's true. If you're fasting for the wrong things, that the outcome is that. Because it says that there's a Bible verse. Let me pull it up. Let me put that up here. It's because you can fast for the wrong things. You can. You can fast for the wrong things. Yes. Pull that up real quick. I remember where that's at. So we fast because they got you can fast to quarrel. You can like that's the verse I'm looking for. That's the one I'm thinking about. Because you can fast for the wrong reasons, and that we fast for strife. Like it, don't be fasting to try to. Hey, I want to confound that brother. He, be- that's what I'm fasting about. I want to confound that brother. He don't know what he talking about. like, why you want to do that? Why don't you fast that the brother be given light to understand, to not just to be like, man, so I next time I see him, so I can cut him up, get the blood all over my sword. Don't fast for that. Don't fast for that. Do. Trying pull that up. It keeps freezing here. Fast. Okay. Let's see.
While you're looking for that, I'm gonna answer this question real quickly if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
This is another question from Brother Caleb. He said, "Don't other religions also fast?"
Hmm.
Well, honestly, yeah, they probably do, but this isn't a religion. You know, this is history right here. This is only for us as well at that. So I wouldn't worry about what other religions do, to be honest. It's my insight on that.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it was right in my face. Isaiah 58:4.
You want me to read it for you?
Yeah, if you want mine.
He said Isaiah, you say 58:4.
Right. It was part of. It was a part of something I was gonna bring out, but this is the main. This is the what. This is touching on to that about fasting.
All right, yeah, here we go. Isaiah 58 and verse 4. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high.
And that's what you shouldn't be fasting for. Like it's that brings you into pride, and we know that pride cometh before the fall. And haughty, you know, pride will come before destruction, and haughtiness before a fall. Like we know these things, or we should at least know these things. So
Right,
when you fast, or you're when you're fasting in the wrong mindset, like is the Most High will he'll put you in a place you shouldn't be, or more so, he'll put you in a place so you can be confounded. He'll put you in a place where you can be corrected, and it'll be as much as you want to do that publicly. He'll make you ashamed of public to the people.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a good answer that you were going up here to Caleb here. Like his other religions do fast. Like his fasting didn't just start with the Bible.
Yeah,
when like our culture is one of the youngest. When it talks about nations, Israel's like one of the youngest nations. We came after all the other nations were already established. So all these other things were already set up, but what you fast for is important. And the reason you fast is important. Our God said to afflict our souls. It
right,
wasn't like it's. We know that the Most High, he's given other nations other gods. And like he set gods over them, like his to for them to do whatever their God says to do. But our God says to do this. That's why we do
right.
it. But yeah. Another good reason, like we don't have a religion. We just have a constitution.
Right.
We have rules set up how we should deal with one another. It's not really a religion per se. The Most High didn't say, yeah, and this is my religion,
Yeah.
and we shall name it Christianity. Right?
No.
That's not how that works. So, but that is a good question. That's a good question. That's a real good question. Or more so, it's a point of clarity that other religions do fast, but they fast to their gods just like we fast to our God.
Right.
Right. Anybody else have any other questions? Any other questions? Because, like I said, this ain't gonna be. This isn't a really long, drawn out lesson. This is more so just preparing you for getting ready for the Day of Atonement. Yeah. I don't see anything else in the chat. Cause we ain't like this lesson wanting to keep you here long because we want to make sure you're prepared. Any questions you have are covered. Okay. Oh, we got another one here. We got a question right here. I thought it said in the Bible to anoint your head and wash your face. In the New Testament, it does tell you to do that. It does tell you if you're fast, when you fast, like it's anoint your head and wash your face. It does say that. So it's a lot. It tells you to like it's, but that's more so that's more so the anointing oil. We don't really have any anointing oil. Not like like they would anoint themselves back in the day. Nor do I like know the composition. I don't know the composition of what that is. Man, that's something I have to study a little more on for the composition of the oil. But to anoint your head, like is let's look into that real quick.
And
Let's
after
go
that, I
here.
got a scripture I want to pull out.
Mhm. Okay, this is what Matthew. I'll bring it up in the Hebrew. Well, in the Greek, Matthew should be 6 because it's all of that is in 6. Uh, so like it's just taking a little while. Computer being slow. 6 and I want to start at. Let's go at verse 16. Matthew, it's Matthew 6 and verse 16. It says, moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Like it's verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou fastest, anoint thy head and wash thy face, that thou appear not to fast unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is a secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. For this one, I would say this is more so to if like it now if you want to anoint your head and wash your face, that's fine. The whole reason for this is so that other people didn't know you were fasting. But the whole purpose of the Day of Atonement is that you are fasting and everybody already knows you're fasting.
Right. I was
Everybody
just
already
bring
kind of
that
knows
out
that
too.
yeah, because that's what the day is about, afflicting
Yeah.
your soul. So you can put dirt on your head, you can throw ashes on your head, wear sackcloth. I wouldn't go as far as some biblical figures where they put dung in their hair. I wouldn't do that all that, but hey, my spirit didn't lead me to do that. So, but hey, if that's what your spirit leads you to do, who am I to quench the spirit? But this is more so talking about if you're going out, like if you're just every day, like it's a Wednesday, and I gotta go to work, like don't be like the hypocrites, and you're just like looking like this, you look dirty, like they're like, why do you look like that? Oh, I'm fasting, you know.
Yeah.
But when you when I'm fasting, you ain't gonna know I'm fasting because
Right.
I'm still me. I'm still like, hey, what's going on? Hey, all praise the Most High. Sitting up, but in my head, I'm like, dang, I got this headache. I ain't drink nothing. Like this headache is killing me because I ain't had no water all day. You
Right.
know, right? So when it's talking about here in Matthew 6, it's more so dealing with like a everyday, like if you want to fast a day. I don't believe it's really talking about the Day of Atonement. But if you want to do that, you can do that. Yeah, again, there's no law against it. There's no law against you washing your face and anointing your head. But this was more so talking about doing it like from day to day, so that you're not, so that nobody knows that you're actually doing like it's fasting that day.
Right.
But that's a good question. You had anything else? Anything you want to add on that?
No, that was good. I do have a question though.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna throw one of my own questions in there, even
All
though
right.
I feel like I know the answer to it, but I just wanted to put this out there because somebody else might be thinking the same thing.
Right.
But can you purchase on the Day of Atonement?
Mm, that's a good question. But if you do it, if you use the logic of what it's saying in Leviticus, it said it'd be a Sabbath of rest to you.
Right.
So you would treat it just like you would treat a Sabbath.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you would treat it just like a Sabbath. Cause I'm pretty sure somebody does have that question. They
Yeah.
just like, man, I don't wanna sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'll just play it. Hopefully somebody else will ask. But nah, but that's a good question. I wouldn't you like it's usually what would happen. There wouldn't be anybody doing any work, so there wouldn't be anything to buy nor sell during that time. Because your whole city would be fasting. Who you gonna buy from if everybody fasting, right?
Right.
So so
That's a good point.
just using the logic for that, also with tied in with it's a Sabbath of rest unto you. Yeah, none
Yeah.
of that.
Right.
I don't even know why you want to cook something and tempt yourself.
Yeah. That's yeah.
But say that you have a non-believer in your household. I got a question for that. If you keep you're married, you're in the truth, but you say that your spouse is in the truth, where it be man or woman, like it's they're not in the truth, but you keeping the feast days. They get sick, you gotta take care of them. Can you feed them then?
That's a
What
good
you say,
question.
chat? What you say, chat? Can you can you feed them if they sick, or you gotta tell them, oh, it's the Day of Atonement, you ain't eating nothing?
Man. Yeah. Personally,
Which
I don't think you should be, you know, with someone that's not the truth anyway. Honestly,
right?
but that's
Okay.
that's just
But
me.
think about this: a lot of people are already married and then come into the truth.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I know I wasn't like it's luckily when I came in the truth, I had somebody that was in the truth as well. Amar said, let them suffer with you.
Yeah.
She
I
said, let
honestly,
them suffer with you.
I agree. You shouldn't have to, you know, break whatever you're believing in for someone else.
Mm,
You shouldn't have to, just because something's going on with them and they don't believe in what you believe in. You shouldn't have to, well, I'm gonna go ahead and cook this. eat with them or something like that. Nah, I
You think
wouldn't.
it's suffer with them?
Yeah.
Like it's what if they sweat your sickness out? What say that they in there, it ain't just like that. They throwing up, they running back and forth to the bathroom. Do we feed them? Do we still feed them?
Man,
What are we doing? What are we doing, right?
right.
Because like it say they are a believer. Say they a believer as well, and they get sick on the Day of Atonement. Now, do we take them to the hospital? Do we or we just let them? Hey, the Lord will provide for you.
Mm.
What do we do?
I mean, well, we did touch on earlier about taking medication. You know,
Hmm.
like you could take some sort of medication. I don't think that'd be wrong.
Right. Yes. But what one thing we have to think of when it comes to the Day of Atonement, you're flicking it. So somebody gets sick, they can't control that.
Yeah,
That's something they can't. That's something they really can't control. Like is so you're not gonna go in there and cook them a full out meal.
yeah, no,
You ain't gonna be like, oh, I got some stuffing, got some collards, I got chicken, all this stuff for you. You're not gonna do all that, but you gotta make sure you take care of them though. That's in the practicality of the scriptures. Like it's some people might like it. Some brothers might say, hey, they gotta suffer like they gotta suffer. Some brothers might do that, but we gotta remember, like it's the weightier matters of the law, which is mercy, right?
right.
We gotta have mercy on our people sometimes. Like if they get sick, you gotta take care of them. Like it's not unlawful to do well, right?
Yeah,
I mean, so that's just my take on it, brother. Other brothers might have something else they might want to do. Like it's, I'm not gonna follow them. Like it's for taking care of your family, like it's, or if they're like, well, I let them sweat it out. That's something you kind of have to weigh the matter as it is. If it's just like a little cold, like yeah, you can tough out a cold, but if it's something serious, I'd say take care of your family, make sure they're taken care of.
you're right.
Might say give them some ginger ale or Sprite and some few crackers. Hey, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. Just something to sustain them so they don't pass out or whatnot. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Who we got? Brother Frank, he said, I could be wrong, but if someone's overwhelmed, underwhelmingly the weather, they should stay home. Yep, they should stay home. They should stay home. Like is they shouldn't come out. Like is they can keep the feast. They can keep the Day of Atonement at their house to the best of their ability. Like
Yeah,
is if you sitting there halfway dying, knowing you could die from something, yeah, don't play with that.
yeah,
But if you just got a little cold, a little fever, something like that, you can probably stretch it out. And like if you love the Lord enough, like you deal with it. You just got it's just a day.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just a day. Man, I can shoot. I'm been sick, been laying in bed. Hey, that might be the rest you need. For a
yeah,
day of atonement. Hey, you can sit there in bed. You can listen to the scriptures. You can listen. There's plenty of videos online where brothers are just reading the scriptures. Watch a video like his, but try to keep it to the best of your ability. Don't try to short the Lord like it is just because you think you can.
right.
Oh, he'll what is it? How it goes where like it is, shall grace abound.
Uh, yeah. What's
Oh, he gonna forgive me. He gonna forgive me. I was feeling a little sick, so I went in the kitchen, made me a sandwich. I
yeah,
made me some. I had some tomato soup with the grilled cheese sandwich, you know.
Yeah,
Lord gonna be like, well, you didn't need all that.
yeah. Don't
You
be
could have
trying to
look. You could
abuse
have
it.
had some water and lime, or some tea, and went back to bed. Get your butt out of here.
Right,
Like, I'll write your name in the book. He's like, Yahweh shall write that down for me.
right,
That brother being wicked. But yeah, like that's some things you just got to use wisdom on. Like if I was it's the Day of Atonement and I'm feeling under the weather, I'm just gonna I'm gonna read my scriptures and I'm gonna lay in bed.
all right,
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna try to like, well, I ain't feeling good, so I just slept all day. Nah, I think the Day of Atonement's a day that you're supposed to be remembering the sins that you committed. It's almost a day of just like almost of gratitude to a sense that the Most High ain't destroyed you for your sins
right,
because he's righteous enough that he could do that.
right.
Like if
He,
to put the evil out of Israel. Go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say he could honestly he can make it to where you don't even see the Day of Atonement to have that opportunity to atone for your sins. So
Hmm.
if you make it to Day of Atonement, Yah willing, you better take it. You better take it seriously. Don't take it
Hmm.
lightly. Not everybody, not every day is guaranteed. So
Right. That's very true. Every day is not guaranteed. That's a good point. That's a good point. Take like it's when the Most High give you something, like it's give you a chance to make things right, do it.
right.
Why put it off with it? Sirach, Sirach 5 and 7. Let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, could you read that for me, officer?
I got you.
All right.
Sirach chapter 5, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah, that's what Officer Yaden was talking about. It's- you could be gone, so don't tarry to make a right with the Most High, especially when He give you a day just to do it.
Right,
So you gotta take these things serious. These are the feast of the Lord, not the feast of the trees of righteousness or any other camp out there or any other brother or sister. These are the feast of the Lord. You gotta take this serious. You gotta take these serious. These things very serious.
right.
We got any other questions? Let me scroll through here real quick. Any other questions? If not, we're gonna cut this one a little short this evening. Going once, going twice, right? But hey, we appreciate y'all rocking with us like is. And y'all keep Chief in prayer. Keep him and his whole household in prayer. Like is because he's feeling under the weather. I know the family was feeling under the weather, so keep them prayed up. Keep them mentioned in your prayers. Um, we got a few. We got this weekend. The weather's looking nice. The weather's looking nice this weekend.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's looking nice at the moment. Even though we got that we've had this bad weather because that hurricane that's been putting pressure on our system on the weather system. So
Yeah.
it's supposed to be rainy all week, but we're supposed to have it's not supposed to rain on Saturday. At least that's the last time I checked. So brothers are gonna be going out on Saturday. Most likely we'll be uptown. I'm looking into us maybe doing a little bit of traveling around. There's a whole Hispanic Heritage Festival that's going on at the World Fair Park. You might see me down there. You might see me around there. Uh, just handing out flyers, talking to the people, letting them know like they could possibly be Israelites. They could possibly be Israelites.
Right.
Like yes, and if they do, they gotta keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Like yes, so that we can get up out of this captivity.
Right. Trying to put the work in, man.
Yeah. Oh, and just for those who do not know, like it's this Monday is the Day of Atonement. Monday evening. So it's gonna be from Monday evening to Tuesday evening that we will be keeping the Day of Atonement. Yeah, so hey, be on the lookout. Brothers may we may pop up on a live, Again, just say a few words, maybe some prayers. Touch base with our people. So keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions, anything you got, comments, you want brothers to be in your area, hit us up on our Gmail. Our Gmail is treeselect144 at gmail.com. Just hit us up on there. We got tabernacles coming up soon as well. So if you want to keep tabernacles with us, hey, hit the email as well. Let me get you the exact date. I always mess this date up, so I want to make sure I get it right for everybody. So tabernacles starts the evening of October 5th, and it will end out on the 13th. It'll be the eighth day. The eighth day will be the holy convocation. The first and the last day are holy convocation. So plus if you miss that, or if you need a calendar, you can head over to our community page I can say on our email on our YouTube page, and you'll see that in our community tab we have it there, and we can also email you one. Just hit the email as well.
Right.
Did you have anything, Officer Yadi?
No, that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out
All
Isaiah
right.
61. It's Isaiah 61 and verse 3. To point unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
All praises for that we would be trees of righteousness. That's right. Kwam Yashala.
That's right.
Kwam Yashala. Man. Hey, and with that, I'm Hezekiah the servant.
I'm Officer Yaden.
We are the trees of righteousness. Shalom and
Shalom.
shalom.